segment of DIY professionals. And today we'll be doing 21 professionals in 2021. And I hope that you've been enjoying our interviews thus far. So today I have with us today Khadine Green. Now, she's not just an entrepreneur, but she's also a customs officer working in the service industry, where she's serving our Jamaicans on a daily basis and also international tourists as they come in Jamaica and leave Jamaica's shore. So let us hear a little bit more about Khadine Green. So tell me, what would be one of the words that you'd use to describe yourself, and why would you say that?
Okay, I'm happy that you asked that question. Like, I came prepared for it, even though I didn't know the question. So
Okay.
I consider myself to be a diva. And it's an acronym that I've assigned a certain aspiration. So it goes with my personal mission statement. And for me, Diva represents daily improving and becoming the virtuous woman I aspire to be. So, Diva, that's me.
So I love that explanation of the acronym. And it just also ties into you in terms of your Christian background, because I understand that you are a Christian, been serving the Lord for quite some time. So tell me how important it is for you to be a Christian, and just a little tip that you'd want to give others who are listening.
All right. So, I mean, given our current situation, we know that we're definitely not in control of things. By a snap of the finger, things change, and it means that we have to rely on something, a power greater than ourselves.
Right.
That is very important to me. As a matter of fact, one of my key texts, even with being a professional, I remind myself of Proverbs 16, verse 3. Commit to the Lord whatever you do, and he will establish your plans. Because at the end of the day, he's the one in control, and we're subjected to him.
Right. Awesome. 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 So you said commit your plans. So you actually planned to kind of go into a whole entrepreneurial business or state, right? And I understand that it was started in January 2021. So you're very fresh off the block. But tell me though, is it that you have only just in the initial stages begun in January, or did it actually start a little bit earlier than that?
All right, so the business aspect of it started in January, but it's actually a hobby of mine. I've always loved to bake, and I am a bit of a foodie, so I'm always trying to tweak things here and there, improve on existing menu items, and just making it fabulous, making it my own. But one of the things that I was doing was sharing with my friends. I would share at church, and I realized that people love it. Even right now, I'm getting orders for cakes. Right now, as we speak, I see orders coming in. So I decided that, with the pandemic, maybe I could, do something with my hobby instead of just doing a 9 to 5. Make it, pay me, so to speak.
Okay. All right, awesome. And I like the fact that the business actually started out of a love or a passion, and also out of you sharing with others and kind of get a little feedback. So right there, you actually did some research and didn't even realize that you were doing a research. And it was the genesis of the business. I really love that. So, all right. So I know persons are listening to the interview and wondering, all right, yes, that you're baking, but what is this really? So introduce your company to us. Tell us, what is it about?
All right, so KhakesJa is the name of my company, and it's a small patisserie. It's homemade products, products that are baked with love, not just your everyday, commercial type products, but products that I actually bake at home and take to your table. So right now we have started with just 3 products, and I believe in perfecting my products. So I'm planning to launch new products in the summer. And like how we have mango season, I'm planning to, capitalize on the season with my seasonal product. But it's baked goods made just for you with love.
All right, I love that. And actually, guys, can I tell you that I had my first treat of it and I am hooked. And I will be ensuring that I will continue to support this business because I mean, it is so wonderful when you see young persons going out, doing something and doing something different. A lot of us sometimes we want to work in corporate Jamaica. We don't think about, oh, I can start my own business. I can do something that I love and just really just expand on it. And I like the fact that you are going to be doing seasonal products. So as things come out, because I know a lot of people love mangoes and they love different things. And so I really love that. So tell me though, I know you said baked goods, but tell me, is it that we're only doing cakes? What are we doing?
All right, for now, it's cakes. Yeah, it's the name is cake. So
Okay.
our main focus is cake. I would try pies and cookies, cupcakes, that sort of thing. But as I said, we're taking our time to build as we perfect our products. We want the best. We don't want any inferior product. We want top of the line. So we're just taking it time, and I'm hoping that my customers will, just take time to enjoy as the company evolves and grows.
Okay, awesome. All right, so tell me though, did you have any apprehension, any fear in starting this business, or were you like, I have an idea, I'm just gonna run with it?
Um, Actually, I wouldn't say that I had any fear. I knew that people liked my baked products, and with my background, I have a first degree in hospitality and tourism management. So I have a little bit of training as it relates to baking technology. So with that, I was confident in sharing my products with persons. It was just my biggest challenge was like pricing the goods and packaging the goods, because you want to present yourself well, and as well as you don't want to cheat persons out of, you want to ensure that whatever they're getting is worth the price that you place on it. So those were my biggest fears, but outside of that, I decided, okay, God, this is it. I'd like to share my hobby with the rest of the world, so let's go.
All right, so I'm hearing from you a challenge in terms of materials and resources. So how did you overcome that challenge or that fear in not being able to provide all the necessary things to ensure that your product was top quality? How did you get over that hurdle or fear?
All right. I think one of the greatest things for any professional is to have a good support system. And I've been blessed. I have a partner that I work with. I bounce ideas off that partner, as well as I have a supervisor who is also a do-it-yourself professional. She sells candles. Her company is Wicks by Gray, and she decided to just share ideas with me. And I listened to her idea and I decided, okay, I'm going to try it. Made a few phone calls and it worked. So, just having persons who have gone before you, persons who are willing to mentor you, it's very important in order to help you to grow and overcome some of your fears. And as I said, I've been blessed. I have friends who are in business and they're doing well and they are very willing to share information with.
Okay, awesome. So what I'm also hearing from you that it's important to surround yourself with people who can not only mentor you, but also offer some sort of support, because really and truly it goes back to the saying, no man is an island, right?
Right.
And even though we may think that we have everything down pat and all together, it's important to really, kind of get that support system, that set of persons around us that can help to nurture and grow the business. And I really love that. Now, I want to find out from you though, what is the biggest thing that has happened to you since you started that has really been the turning point for you, or that motivator, that pusher to say, you know, even if I was thinking to stop this business, I'm not gonna stop? Is there anything that jumps out at you? I know you have only started really since January, but is there anything that comes to mind?
I think just the demand for the product. I never expected it to be this good. I can never bake enough. Even when I said, okay, I'm going out with 40 cakes today, best believe the 40 is not enough. And if I say 50 tomorrow, the 50 is not enough. Right now, I'm already thinking, okay, I need to expand to be able to accommodate my growing clientele. They enjoy it and they're so supportive. Some persons are not buying one cake, they're buying 5 cakes at a time. So I'm really excited that they're enjoying it. And I'm excited to keep on improving so that they can keep up, because you know, with baking, you have to keep on trying new things. You don't want persons to get bored of your product offerings. So, you know, that's the most exciting thing. They like it.
Okay, awesome. And I'm excited as you're talking, because I'm thinking, you know, you've only started in January, but then you're having such great demand for the product, which speaks to how well the product is going. Because you know, really that is your benchmark to say, okay, I am making 40, I'm making 50, and it still is not meeting the demand. And so that's really a motivator in and of itself. But tell me, in terms of the growing demand that you're experiencing, what do you plan to put in place so that you can meet that demand? Or have you not really thought about it, but just kind of, you know, going along and to see how best you can maneuver this great demand?
All right. So the challenge that I'm presented with is the fact that I am a professional. I do have a job outside of my business. So I have to be very careful with balancing the time, as well as one of the things that I plan to do is to introduce new products, right? So summer is coming up. I'm thinking about new products to keep the attention of my customers. And one way that we're planning to grow is to get new equipment, because I realize that because my equipment is really for family, it's not really industry based, that in order for me to be able to produce as much as my customers need, I have to improve on my equipment that I work with. So, you know, the stove have to be a little bigger. Maybe the mixer will become industrial, that type of thing. But in due time, everything will go in stage by stage. KhakesJa is evolving. That's the truth. And so we're rolling with the times. And as long as you have the support, we'll keep going.
Okay, so hold on. So you mean to tell me that you are running KhakesJa in your kitchen with a normal stove that you use to do family pots?
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's it. My regular stove that I used to just do my regular liquor baking on Sundays for dessert after Sunday dinner. Yep, I just decided, okay, I'm going to go to a chance trading and see how best I can apportion these cakes that I can share with my friends, my co-workers, my neighbors, anybody who is interested in having a slice of my carrot cake, or my banana bread with a difference, or my banana nut bread pudding with caramel rum sauce. Yes, banana nut bread pudding. That's what I said. So, yeah, regular stove.
Okay, well, I hope our professionals are listening and listening well. You can start with what you have, and then you'll be surprised how it evolves into something so massive that you wouldn't even understand how big it would have been. But then sometimes we never take the first step and start. And so I love the fact that you are starting with what you have, and it is becoming a success in and of itself and evolving in something greater. So listen, you start make my belly rumble because you start talk about different things. So tell me, apart from those that you mentioned before, is there any other products that you have done? So kind of tell us, you know, what are some of the cakes that you have made so far?
All right. So as I said before, it's just three products that we're capitalizing on right now. So the carrot cake, the banana bread, which has walnuts and chocolate chips. But we also do specialized orders because a lot of persons, they might not like the walnuts or they might not want chocolate chips. So you just let us know and we'll tweak it for you. There's also the banana nut bread pudding with caramel rum sauce. I wanted to do something different other than the regular bread pudding. I personally don't like bread pudding. So I made a bread pudding that I actually appreciate and people love it. For summer, we're thinking about a cheesecake line. Of course, it won't be the similar cheesecake to what you would get at a different company with the cherries or strawberries on top. I want to go way different. I want my customers to look at a cake and say, yeah, this is definitely from KhakesJa. And my seasonal product for this season, it's mango time. And I am thinking of introducing a coconut mango cake. So listen out for it when I'll be sharing my samples. I'll post it on our Instagram page. And listen, I want you guys to be happy and I'm just going with it, going with the flow, rolling with the tides.
Okay, awesome, awesome, awesome. Really, really, really love the fact that you're, expanding, you're doing things, and you're looking into a new market. What I want to find out though from you, is there any room in terms of development, in terms of, wanting to do cakes for birthdays, parties, wedding cakes? I don't know, maybe I'm making your mind go a little bit further than what you have actually thought about, but I don't know. Have you thought about development and going into different areas?
Well, in any industry that you're in, you have to keep on growing, improving, and keeping up with your competitors. And so the birthday parties, weddings, everything I've considered. Of course, it's definitely in the making. I will definitely not say no to any door that is open to me. And yeah, I'm willing and ready and able.
Okay, awesome. All right, so if persons wanted to get in contact with you, because guys, she does delivery, right? So if people wants to get in contact with you to order your products, how can they reach out to you?
All right, so far we have three mediums. So there's our Instagram page and it's KhakesJa. That's KHAKESJA. And we also have an email address, khakesja@gmail.com. And the contact number is 533-4032. And we know that we should put our 876 before. So yeah, that's a contact.
Okay, awesome. Now, if you had an audience of professionals before you, right? Whether they are working in corporate Jamaica, government organization, or they are starting their own small business, what is one thing that you would tell them? One thing that you would tell them to kind of, give them that extra oomph to keep going.
One thing I would say is always seek to improve and grow. Sometimes we are afraid or feel that we are not good enough, or we have done something and failed before. Failure only means that when we start again, we won't be starting from scratch, but experience. I'm sure you have heard that before. So just keep going, keep representing your brand. Every day we represent our brands at work, in the supermarket, any interaction that we have with persons, we represent ourselves. Always choose the highest for yourself. Never stop, keep climbing, keep growing. And yeah, keep at it. You'll get there.
Okay, awesome. I hear you saying always represent yourself. So does that mean that I need to always have any opportunity that comes to me? I need to be selling my product. I need to be saying, hey, do you know about KhakesJa? Or is it that you're saying that where how you put yourself together is important because you never know who you meet on? What do you mean by representing your brand?
All right. So my brand is Khadine Green. Your brand is Gold Asphalt. nobody can truly represent your brand except for you. What do you want people to walk away with after interacting with you? What do you want them to say? How do you want them to feel? Right? And as soon as you set out those guidelines for yourself, just go with it. Right? Be true to who you are and who you represent for yourself.
Okay, okay, I've got you. So all right. So what I'm getting there is, no matter where you are in whatever occasion, you are representing yourself. It may not be that you're walking at that specific time as the owner and entrepreneur of Cakes Jamaica. It may not be that you're walking as a customs officer at that particular time, but it means that you must epitomize what it is that you want people to leave any conversation, any interaction with you with of who you are as an individual and what it is that you represent. And I love that. I absolutely love that. I love that because so many times we forget that our lives and what we represent speaks volumes to people, and we come into interaction with so many different people at different instances. So when we drive in the car and the man bad drive us, we don't think to say, oh, to reel out an expletive, because that may be someone that you come in contact with even in your job, in the 9 to 5 job, or in your entrepreneurial endeavors that you're doing. So I absolutely love that. Is there anything, Khadine, that you want to say, any last words that you want to leave with our audience?
Well, as I said, I'm a Christian and I do believe in having God at the center of it all. And I want to remind us of Jeremiah 29, verse 11. It is my theme text for this year. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future. God definitely not coming up with no hurry come up thing. Him have a plan. So let us just place everything into his hands and work hard at it. He'll be there for us. He's our biggest cheerleader. As long as it's according to his will, we'll be good.
Amen. Awesome. And guys, you have heard it from Khadine. God is our biggest cheerleader. He has a plan for us. And therefore, we must step out on faith, believing our dreams, and put our dreams to actions and keep working at it, keep going. Until next time, this is your DIY professional saying that you can do it because it's time to become the best version of you. Until next time, bye.